Welcome to Voice of Britain. The cost of living is out of control, and people are feeling the pressure. Let's hear their voice.
Rental crisis in the UK is an absolute shambles. I've just found this room to rent in Essex and it's going for £800, and oh my days, wait until you see the photos. First of all, here is the bed. The kitchen is literally right here. We've got the TV here, the shower's there, but wait for it, because the toilet is literally right next to the bed. I'm sorry people, but this is definitely a massive hygiene risk. Who wants to be going to the toilet next to where you're sleeping? Imagine bringing a girl back and this was your room. Oh my days. It's safe to say that this is definitely not legal. It is literally a conservatory. I genuinely cannot believe for the absolute life of me that this landlord is charging £800 British pounds per month. The absolute cheek of the landlord to call it a large, bright and airy space. Are you having a laugh? If you were wondering, this place is based in Grays, Essex, RM17. I'm sorry Steve, you can put all the flowers you want in this room. It is not going to hide the fact that the toilet is right next to the bed. The sad thing about this situation is that somebody will genuinely pay the £800 a month and live in a conservatory with a toilet next to the bed. And if you wanted a little bit more proof, here you can see the bed and then the toilet is literally right there. I am absolutely finished. Let me know your thoughts on this one, people. Am I clutching at straws? Is this totally fine or is this definitely illegal? Because I'm pretty sure it is. Let me know what you think.
Hiya, hello. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to talk about something that's really aggravating me to the point that I just don't understand, and I think it's cruel and horrible, and I think the UK needs to do something about it. But people should not be allowed to rent out a box room for £900 a month. That's just rent. And it literally be the size of a cardboard box. Like, I'm not even messing. You get out of bed, you're on the toilet. Who wants to shit and sleep and eat in, like, when everything's this close together? And the furniture, everyone comes fucking furnished, and the furniture is disgusting. It's like a 2-seater sofa, which is literally just an armchair. Like, all right, come around, mates, and just sit on my lap in my ugly fucking grey apartment that I'm paying £900 a month for. Just rent. I can't even afford that. It's actually disgusting. It's actually disgusting that this is becoming the normal. Like, this is the norm. I'm not a bloody hamster. I'm a human being. And I would like my kitchen to not be in my bathroom as well as my bed.
I'm so stressed out. The last 3-4 weeks, I've been trying to find a house in London, or at least just outside of London, for within my budget. And nobody told me how hard it is to find a house or a flat in London. It's not the hard part, it's the everything is so fucking expensive in London. And now I need to tell my current landlord on the 20th of June if I'm staying or moving out. But they've increased my rent to something that I can't afford. Everything is so expensive in London. Every single flat that I've seen is expensive in London. Every single one. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to, I can't be depressed about everything. I can't be depressed by everything.
I've just found the most horrific studio flat in London for sale on Rightmove. Check this out, people. Now, this is in Marylebone. It's going for £2,000 a month. This is the outside. Wait for it. Because upon first glance, you're probably thinking, oh, it looks all right. You know, £2,000 a month. It's not too bad. But wait for it, because the bloody bed is there. And then when you put the bed down, it basically covers the whole bloody room. Now, how are these landlords charging £2,000 a month for this? This is absolutely bonkers. How is this legal? Now, you got your little kitchenette here. The bathroom is here. And the bed actually takes up the whole floor space. I genuinely cannot believe people actually pay to live here. Now, you've got a nice little terraced area. That's not too bad, to be fair. The bathroom is so small, and you can tell by the angle of the photo, this is very, very small. But the estate agents are taking a bloody piss because they're saying a bright and well-presented studio apartment with a private southwest-facing terrace set on the first floor of a charming period conversion in the heart of Marylebone. Charming? Are you having a bloody laugh? This is a slum landlord if I've ever seen one. I'm just waiting for the people in the comments to be like, you know what? £2,000 a month, I would live there. If you pay £2,000 a month to live here, you are outright stupid. I'm sorry, this is absolutely insane. But obviously, let's just look at it. It's actually Marylebone. It's obviously a highly sought after and popular area. The sad thing is, the rental market is an absolute dire right now. Somebody will genuinely pay that and live like that.
Live in a kitchen for £1,300 per month. Alternatively, this is known as a studio with an open plan kitchen. It seems as though London living crisis is becoming a bit of a joke. Clearly, as you can see, I believe that this was a kitchen to begin with, and they've decided to put a bed and a table in the kitchen and call it a studio. It's been described as part furnished, excellent studio flat, second floor, sought out location, spacious open plan kitchen. Wow, there we go, open plan kitchen with a bed inside. This spacious studio flat is arranged on the second floor and benefits from an open plan kitchen and bright shower room. For anyone that likes to cook stew or any sort of smelly-ish foods, good luck cooking in there, because all of your clothes are gonna smell of whatever it is you cook. I know studios are designed that way, but this one is quite literally taking the piss.
This is the reason why most people in London are never going to be able to buy a house, unless they get it through inheritance or they have insane corporate jobs earning £250,000 a year or more. Alright, the first big topic is rent. Most people are renting while they're saving for a deposit. The problem in London is that rents are absolutely through the roof, and the majority of your money that you earn and that you're trying to put aside to build your deposit for a property is being spent on rent. So if you're spending that much money on rent, you don't have enough surplus to then start stacking and afford a deposit for a house. So you're in a cycle of just paying your rent, having to live somewhere, paying your rent, and then not being able to save for a deposit, and it just lengthens the time and the age at which you're able to buy a property, and just makes things really, really, really hard. Most people's mortgage payments would be on par with the rent that they're paying for the similar property that they're staying in. So for most people who are renting a property right now, their mortgage payments, if they had a mortgage on it, would be probably lower or same as the rent which they're paying. The problem is people can't afford to save for a deposit because they're paying so much in rent. And also the mortgage applications typically lend you 4.5 times your yearly salaries. So for a lot of properties in London, you're looking at zones 2 to 3, you're looking at £750,000 plus. Let's say your household income is £100,000, you can then borrow £450,000. So your deposit would have to make up the rest, which is £300,000. Who do you know who has a £300,000 deposit? So this is fundamentally the massive problem when it comes to living in London and buying property in London. It's very, very difficult for anyone to get on the ladder. And then once you do, all of your savings have been depleted to go into a house. And in my opinion, I like to have investments. I like to have things that do go up in value aside from property. And you just have no more exposure to stock market, crypto, or any other hustles you got going on. So all of your money's tied up in your house. And essentially you are house rich, but cash poor. And for me personally, that's never a situation that I want to be in because it's just not favourable. But let me know, do you agree with my points? What are your thoughts on the housing market in London? Do you think it can be helped or solved in any way?
Why is renting in London so damn difficult? Why is it so hard? I have never known a city to be so difficult when renting. But let me break this down for you. I went to view a flat on Saturday. Gorgeous, one bed, like in my price range. It's literally £100 more than what I'm already paying. And it is 3 times the size of my current apartment. So perfect, I can afford it. Tell me why I need to be earning a minimum of £40,000 to rent it. The flat that I rent now, I'm paying £100 less on my salary. The other option is to have £6,000 in savings. Who has £6,000 in savings? The third option is to have a guarantor, which I do. That's not a problem. But my guarantor has to earn 42 times the monthly rent. I had some other viewings come through, and all of them have told me that I need to either pay 6 months rent up front. 6 months rent up front, I'm sorry? I had an application come through, so they did actually send me an application through to apply for this flat I went to go see on Saturday. She'd already said to me that 10 people had already been to view it and some of them had already put offers in. Tell me why people are putting offers in like £1,000 more than what's being asked. It's like a bidding war. So there's no chance I find apartments that are literally £100 more than what I'm paying.